everyone. Hello, and welcome. I'm gonna actually try to remember to turn my phone down this time since I have it Bluetoothed into the speaker, and I'm gonna get random spam calls. You hear them, so hopefully I fix that. So welcome. This is episode 17 on the 17th, and I love the number 17. So for some reason, that seemed like there should be some magical something happening today. Maybe there will be. I don't know. I did see one of our hawks came and hung out with me and the dog this morning when we were walking, so that's a little magical. Also, I tried a YouTube technique for stretching out my awesome leather high heels, and it actually worked. So that's pretty magic. So yay for the number 17. Today we are all about Mariah Carey. That was Mariah Carey herself singing Fantasy. The original single came out in 1995. That was actually the remix with Old Dirty Bastards, R.I.P. ODB, and she initiated that remix crossover as part of her effort to sort of cross over into hip-hop and R&B because she's a savvy lady. But more about Mariah Carey to come. I'm going to do some of my songs, including a brand spanking new original, and then I will tell you more than you ever thought you even wanted to know about Mariah Carey, and I will do one of her songs for you. As you can see, I've done my best to channel my inner pop princess. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So, it seems like if we're all about Mariah Carey today, then love songs seem like the way to go. My love songs are a little darker than most of Mariah's, but that's okay because there's room in this world for all kinds of love, right? And all kinds of love songs. And a little foot percussion, which seems to fit neatly into my fancy little high heel shoes here. Come on now. Oh yeah. Good. My dog may be a more active participant than usual because I forgot to take him out earlier, so he really needs to pee, and he is all up in it to make sure I don't forget that he really needs to pee and he'd like to get taken outside. Hey buddy, I know, you're gonna have to wait till the show's over. Okay, so this is brand new. No one has heard it except actually for Tony and the cat and my boyfriend Scott a bit. He's feeling lively and you may hear him having a battle with the cat, and that's okay. So it's called It Was Me right now. I hope you enjoy it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I did you wrong, but we had fun, just not for long. Well, I could try to explain, but I can't excuse it. I'm sorry it hurt, but there were certainly clues in it. Wouldn't have lasted, now it's old news. I know I left you confused and maybe just a bit bruised, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. Thank you, folks. That was my brand new song, It Was Me. You might have noticed I forgot all about the percussion until about 3/4 of the way through, but that's all right. It was me dropping the beat late in the song. Okay. Next one is kind of one of my old faves. This has been probably one of my most well-received of songs. I haven't played it in a while. It seemed like a good time since we're doing love songs. This is called Superhero. I know you're very busy, busting heads and fighting crime, but if you could just indulge me, joined. That was Superhero. You are here just in time to learn more about Mariah Carey. All right, so the next song I'm gonna do is my Mariah Carey tune. I chose Dream Lover. It's a favorite of mine. Also, I think it fits in with sort of today's theme of fantasy and dreaming, because was there ever a more perfect time for music from a pop princess who knows how to put a glittery, sparkly shine on things to keep us from having to think about the realities of the world, right? Okay, so Mariah Carey. Obviously, her commercial success is unbelievable, right? But I thought I would tell you a few things that I learned about her and her early life, which I found pretty surprising. So first of all, like a true diva, there was some controversy about her date of birth, whether it was 1969 or 1970, and that seems, like I said, just as it should be with a diva of the caliber of Mariah Carey. She was born in Huntington, New York, and her mom was an Irish vocal coach and former opera singer, which, when I learned that, kind of made a lot of sense in terms of the influence that Mariah Carey has had and what makes her so special, but we'll get to that in a second. Irish mom, African American and Afro-Venezuelan father, who was an aeronautical engineer. There were a lot of issues with them in terms of integrating into their neighborhood, and in fact, her mother was disowned for marrying a black man. And as I said, lots of issues in their community because of the racial makeup of their family. Their dog was poisoned. Apparently their car was set on fire. Anyway, I found this all very interesting. And, you know, going further with her growing up, when she went to school, apparently she was gone a lot singing demos, and she had a nickname in school, which was Mirage, which I think is hilarious because she was never there because she was always singing demos. So that was her school nickname, Mirage, although by all accounts she did very well, especially in the arts, obviously. Okay, so let's talk about some of her accomplishments in terms of commercial success, because it's kind of out of control. First of all, one of the most exciting things is that finally, she and Annie Lennox from last week, if you remember, my girl Annie Lennox, as part of the Eurythmics, are part of the inductees, the group of inductees for this year's Songwriter Hall of Fame, and thank God, because it is abysmal, the ratio of women to men. In the Hall of Fame, it's like 7%, so I think it'll go from 31 to 33, thanks to those two ladies, compared to like 249 men. But still, congratulations to them. The actual ceremony has been put off till next year because of, you know, but will take place next June. But for all intents and purposes, we can consider Annie Lennox and Mariah Carey part of the Songwriter Hall of Fame, so good for them. In terms of Mariah's commercial success, where do I even begin? Okay, so Hall of Fame, you know, we talked about that. She, for like 11 years, had something like 11 years of consecutive #1 singles, which is insane. She was the first to have her first 5 singles come out as #1 hits. That is crazy. She's had the most #1 singles by a solo artist, by a female songwriter, and by a female producer. She's sold something like 200 million records worldwide. She's the second highest certified female artist, and I had to look up who the first certified one, you'll love this, Barbra Streisand is the only one who beats her. Second, on the list of VH1 Greatest Women in Music, I was not able to find out who the first one is, I can only imagine. Billboard, all-time top female artist, 5 Grammys, 19 World Music Awards, 10 American Music Awards, 15 Billboard Music Awards. I mean, it's crazy, right? So the thing also that Mariah is known for, and there are some really good articles on NPR about this as well, is her influence in terms of pop singing, and that's what makes so much sense when you find out that her mom was an opera singer, because her melismatic way of singing, which is the runs, the style of making multiple notes out of one syllable of text. Many people say that it was really Whitney Houston who introduced it to pop music. You know, that's debatable, but it was Mariah who really made it a thing, and many singers talk about her as being their biggest influence, including Beyonce and Christina Aguilera and Jennifer Hudson. Also, a quote that I thought was hilarious from a writer for Slate, who said American Idol was like basically Mariah's children, and described it as a clash of melisma mad Mariah wannabes. So, like it or hate it, Mariah's style of melismatic singing influenced pop music forever. Also, her crazy 5-octave range, her whistle tones that she uses, according to her, because of nodes, that has enabled her to use some whistle tones that like no human being can normally use. One thing that's pretty interesting about her coming up, her big break came when she got a job singing backup for Brenda K. Starr. That's how she got introduced to Tommy Mottola. It's like a literal Cinderella story where he like heard her cassette and then she was gone and then spent 2 weeks looking for her and there was like a bidding war and it was crazy. But it just goes to show, I mean, she really, once she started, she kind of took the pop world by storm and hasn't stopped. She also had some, she spent a lot of time trying to get taken seriously in terms of movies and TV, and finally with Precious, in what, 1990s, whenever that was, Precious, you know, she got a lot of really good feedback for that. She was in an episode of Empire. Also, has done, as it turns out, a whole lot of charity and philanthropic work, which she has won awards for as well. Make-A-Wish Foundation recognized her with a special award because of her generosity in granting so many wishes for people, and camps for young people as part of the Fresh Air Fund. In fact, there's even a camp in like Fishkill, New York called Camp Mariah, and she won for that a congressional award for her work that she does for youth. So, you know, it's Mariah Carey. What else can I say? She's incredible. She's done a lot. She keeps on going. I have a great deal of respect for her, and I think it's a perfect time for some glossy, sparkly Mariah Carey. So I'm going to close this out with my best stab at her song, Dream Lover, and I hope you enjoy it. A little sip of... Alright, here we go. All right, folks, that is my best stab at Mariah Carey. Let me step out and thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, Mr. Whalen. I'm so glad to see you. Oh my God, and I forgot to tell everyone, I'm so excited. There will be part 2, the return to the Hodgepodge Lodge next Friday. We will be doing a very special Oklahoma themed set from the Hodgepodge Lodge, so don't miss it. Have a great week. Love you all. Mwah.